Hi, how y'all doing? So, I'm just gonna do a quick review because I have to go do something. I was gonna make this video later at 2, but I have to make it now at 1:20 because I have to go get ready to go do something at 2. Um, Last minute, I just learned I had to go do it a few minutes ago, so I'm just gonna quickly rush through this video and anyway. Oh, and yes, by the way, I do have a new microphone on the way coming right now, so excited for that. Anyway, so I gotta be kind of fast in this video, but my overnight highs are here. Of course I was questioning between here and here, but I ended up leaving them here. So here we have, this is about where I started trading, and I was tempted to take this long, but I avoided it because, so the context is downtrend has played out with a break in a new low, and then this formed the overnight lows, except we do have two legs up. I mean, it's not that big of a deal, but it's two legs up, and then it's kind of congestive. I mean, it's not the worst, especially if you're just going for one-to-one, but I avoided it. I just it looked kind of choppy, and then it had two legs up, so I just wanted to avoid it. But anyway, we go into this range, and so I took this short, and the context there is, I'm just gonna move that out of the way, is the uptrend has a break and a new high, and so we basically bounced early in the range here, so we start finding resistance only midway through the range, or not even midway, so clearly there's some bearish activity. And then we get this triple test, we make this new high here, we test it once, test it twice, and I was thinking the lows could be there, but realistically, I was thinking, okay, well, we have a bearish imbalance. The uptrend has already played out inside of this range. Clearly, we're with the bearish bias, so I was willing to bet on the lows being here. I didn't want to go for a full 1 to 2 because I was in fact worried about these lows, but I figured it might push through because it's so bearish, and with the bearish imbalance and then the uptrends playing out, triple test. This is like a perfect area for a short-term reversal. So, you know, I wasn't willing to go for 1 to 2, but I was willing to extend my target a little bit down here. So I believe I'm going for 1 to 1.4 in this trade. Let me check. Yeah, so it's 1 to 1.5. So that's the risk to reward. We push out, we go into this downtrend. Um, yeah, I'm trying to just be fast. So we push out into this downtrend. We finally have a break. We finally reach the EMA after a while of uh, just shallow corrections. We don't get a good setup. It's just a first entry off the EMA with a trend line blocking it. So there's really nothing that you can do there. But we have a couple legs higher. It's just congestive, kind of choppy. Nothing really to take. We bounce off the overnight low here, and then at this point, the EMA is clearly flat. We're clearly going back and forth. I was able to draw the range here. Um, I was kind of worried about buying just because of the bearish bias, but realistically, the downtrend played out with a break in a new low, and then we went into a range. So I don't think it would have been necessarily bad to try to buy these lows, but I just wanted to avoid it. So I got this short here though, and so I was thinking, oh, it's another triple test. We have a new high here. Test it once, test it twice. It's off the highs of this range. I can go 1 to 2 all the way down to these lows. So that's what I was thinking. And then clearly this short-term trend line has a break and a new high. So, I thought it was pretty good. Um, I kind of wish I recorded it, but, you know, anyway. So we push all the way down to the lows of the range. We bounce. We come back to the highs. I get out by a few ticks. I'm not worried about getting out on the end of the range. I was wanting to have it one tick above, but I mean, it doesn't really matter. Uh, I never really let the range lows or if I ever am entering into a range, I usually don't mind it ticking through. But anyway, so we bounce, and then here I was really, in hindsight, I kind of wish I had gone short, but I mean it is very congestive, but it's the fourth bounce off this level, the overnight low retest, and off these range highs. it's a hidden second entry because you have a first entry short and then you tick higher here, so that's basically a second entry, and then you get this good bar here. So part of me wishes I'd taken it, but clearly it's not as good as this trade over here. So I mean, it's not that big a deal. We push lower, we push out of the range, we go into this little congestion. We have a breakout pullback, push lower. I take a loss here, and looking back, it was a pretty not good trade. Oh yes, eventually I did draw this uptrend here, or this downtrend, I mean. Um, but when I drew this downtrend, when I took this trade, I actually still didn't have the downtrend drawn yet, so I'll leave it out for now. So basically, here's how I should have seen it. I should have seen it as this downtrend break, and then a couple legs to a new low. But you know, that's how I should have seen it. But I don't know why. I was thinking, second entry short, the uptrend is break and a new high. It's technically a third entry, but the uptrend played out with a break and a new high. But realistically, the downtrend played out. We just came off the very lows and we rushed above the EMA. So I should have avoided that with a very bullish bar too. So I mean, this is where reversals happen. So I shouldn't have been shorting this low. So my mistake. We start to go into this uptrend here. This short-term correction, break, new low off the key entry point. Very congestive. Doesn't look that good. I didn't want to enter in that. Um, but yeah, this channel was kind of strange. I was trying to draw it a bunch of different ways as it was happening, but I feel like this is probably the best. So finally over here, we reach the highs. We're at the overnight lows again, retesting. Here is where it finally turns down, is where we get a breakout, and I don't think that's a coincidence. I mean, a overshoot, which leads to a break. So, I was thinking it could reverse here, and then when we got the overshoot, it was almost tempting to enter, but I didn't really want to enter short in this uptrend. Whoops. All right. So then we just kind of just push out. We have a tiny breakout pullback. I don't get anything here. We push lower. We start. Okay, I gotta get going. Okay, so anyway, we push higher above the EMA. We go into this range. I'm looking to get like a long off the lows, but we don't really get a good setup, and then we just push lower. All right, so sorry if this video was kind of rushed, but I do have to go. So so anyway, I wanted to trade till 2 so I could hopefully get another recording, but anyway, it's not a big deal. But you know, I I was kind of thinking. I was saying that I didn't really want to upload live trades before 1. I don't know. I mean, I think I'm probably going to be uploading live trades more than I think, because I said that and then I immediately uploaded a live trade really early the next day. And I mean, it's distracting, but I'm kind of getting used to it. I feel like uh, it's getting a lot easier, so I think I'm actually going to be putting out more live trades than I was thinking. But I don't want to like spam videos. I don't want to post like 5 videos a day. So maybe I'll just, if I can get like a good trade, recorded, I'll upload it early, and then I'll just make the regular video at 2. But because I don't want to like spam people's inboxes. But so I'll try to get as many live trade videos out as I can. But I have to go early today. So anyway, I guess that's it for the video. I hope I didn't miss anything. I was rushing today, but anyway. Damn, yeah, right, okay, I don't have time to talk about it, but this trade was not very good. Anyway, um, I'll see you all in the next video, and I hope you had a good trading day, and, yeah, have a good one.